Hi guys! So this look is inspired by Pat McGrath's Phantom002 kit that she's just brought out. I don't really have any kind of plan for this look, so we'll just see what happens. As usual, I'm starting off primed and I already have a layer of foundation on. I'm starting out by priming my eyelids. I'm also going to be priming underneath my eye because I've got no plan and I'm not sure exactly where I'm going to be putting shadow. I'd rather have some primer on there just in case. I'm using this blue cream pigment as a base for the eyeshadow. Although I've already got primer on, using a cream colour and then applying the same colour eyeshadow on top of that will just really intensify the colours and make it look 10 times brighter. I'm first using my fingers to diffuse the colour and blend it into my skin, and then I'm using a brush afterwards just to add some extra colour on there. I'm setting the cream colour with a matching eyeshadow and I'm just blending that up towards the brow bone and into my eyebrows. I'm then using another cream pigment and applying that with my fingers. I like to use my fingers when I'm doing Avant Garde looks like this. I just like the look to be kind of raw and have, I don't know, like a kind of messy punk vibe to it. Nothing's really neat, everything just kind of falls into place as you're working with the products. I'm softening the edges by using a Stargazer bronze eyeshadow and I'm just bringing that right out and onto my temples. You can see that I'm not being extra careful with the blending. At this point I decided I was going for a messy punk kind of look. I'm still using the same brush, but I've just added a little bit more of that blue on there just to blend the blue and the bronze together. For a transition colour and to make the eyes pop, I'm just adding some turquoise. This is going to create a contrast between the dark blue and the bronze and really make the eyes stand out. I'm using that same colour on a Q-tip under my eye as well. To darken up the corners of my eye, I'm liberally applying that pomegranate cream colour from Maybelline, the same one that I was using earlier. I'm just adding more of the colour on. Because we've blended it out so much, it kind of loses its intensity and I really want that back around the corners, so I'm just going to apply that with my finger and then blend it out with a brush. I'm then taking a really dark blue and applying that to the inner corners of my eye and just underneath my brow bone, just to kind of contour that area and make it look more sunken in. To intensify that bronze copper effect, I'm just adding some metallic eyeshadow on top of that cream pigment. I'm then applying some translucent powder on a fluffy brush and just dusting that over my face to take any shine away. So now we're going to be adding some 3D studs to the face. I'm just using duo adhesive to apply these studs. As you can see, I'm just applying that right onto my brow bone. Obviously I don't have any eyebrow hairs, so if you do, I would suggest covering up your eyebrows first before you even start this look, and then you might be able to get away with putting this liquid latex based glue over the covered up eyebrows. The way I apply these studs is pretty simple. I just literally put down a layer of duo adhesive, wait for it to go tacky, and then just stick the studs directly onto where you've placed the glue. If you didn't want to use duo or anything liquid latex based, you can use any adhesive, it's just up to you. The options are spirit gum, Prozaid, just any kind of effects adhesive would be great for this. The studs that I'm using are just craft studs. They're usually used for sewing onto clothes. They're just small plastic studs and I literally got them for really cheap off eBay. I'm taking this Graftobian gold powdered metal and using it for a little highlight on the inner corner of my eye, and then I'm also using it at the outer corner of my eye. I'm not really sure why I'm doing this, but you know, I just I don't know, I'm just making it up as I go along, so I have no reason to why I'm doing this at all. That's the great thing about makeup, there's no rules, you can just do whatever you want. It doesn't necessarily have to be character makeup all the time. If there's something you want to create, then just go for it. So now I'm just taking the turquoise colour from this Morphe brush palette and I'm blending that underneath my eyes, and I'm also going to be taking that onto my forehead. I'm finding it difficult to explain what I'm doing and why for this tutorial because, as I said at the beginning, this look is just completely made up. This is usually how I work. If you follow me on Instagram and you see all the kind of avant-garde looks that I create, there's never any plan or any theory behind them. It's just a way that I like to be expressive and creative, and yeah, there's no reason for it, I guess. It's just my version of doing a painting, but I'm just doing it on my face. My favourite kind of looks to create are like high fashion, avant-garde, just really strange and out there looks that have no reason behind them. Because I've started YouTube, I think it's common for everyone to do characters and things like that, but I want to try and stay true to the way that I actually work and the work that I'm actually interested in doing. So although this looks probably not practical and you're probably not going to go and wear it out anywhere, I still wanted to do this as a tutorial so I can show you exactly what I get up to. To create some metallic gold drips, I'm using the powdered metal from earlier, and I'm mixing that with this Magic Set mixing fluid from Graftobian. I literally just get a little bit of powder in a pot, and then I add quite a lot of the fluid so that it's a really liquid consistency, so it's not clumpy or anything like that. And then I just get it on a Q-tip and literally put it on the area that I want to create a drip, and then just let it do its own thing. If you want to control the length of the drips, as it's dripping, just catch the droplet with your finger or a Q-tip, and then that'll stop it from going any further. For my contouring, I'm using that same blue eyeshadow from earlier, and I'm just buffing it out with a fluffy brush first, and then once I've applied the colour, I'm taking a small eyeshadow brush and adding a defined line of where I want my cheekbones to stand out. I'm then adding a greyish contour colour to where dimples would naturally be. I'm doing this because I really want an angular, like androgynous face. So because my face is quite round and I don't naturally have those dimples, I can just create them by putting shadows there. Because I'm going for quite a rebellious, androgynous, genderless look, I didn't really think applying huge eyelashes would suit it. So what I did is cut a pair of eyelashes in half. So I just used one lash and put half of each lash towards the corner of my eye. For the lips, I'm using Jeffree Star's Blue Velvet Liquid to Matte Lipstick, and then on top of that I'm applying OCC Technopagan Lip Tar. And that's it for this tutorial. As I've said throughout, it's probably not going to be a look that you're actually going to copy, but I want to stay true to the artwork that I want to create, so I just thought it'd be fun to show you my creative process, or the lack of it as it would seem. If you like the video, then please give it a thumbs up. If you want to see more Avant Garde looks like this, then comment below. If not, let me know what kind of characters that you want to see me do. And don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for watching. Bye!